I was thinking about it. I was trying to like picture myself as Marie Antoinette, like living in that place. It's insane. I think there's like 3,000 rooms, which is kind of an inconceivable amount of rooms in one place.
Olivia Rodrigo is here.
Yay! Wow.
Welcome to summer in New York City. How are you doing so far?
I'm honestly having an amazing time. I love it. I like had a drink in the park yesterday in the heat, been walking around. I'm making the most of it. I really am.
I mean, the New York City, I've lived here for 40 years or whatever. It has a different smell, different odor. But even with the smell of,
hot trash.
I know. Yeah, it's the hot trash. The heat really warms up the garbage.
Yeah. You notice all the food trucks? There's the smell of all the food trucks.
A little urine thrown in there, and you're good to go.
You gotta love it. I saw this tweet the other day. It was like, stop saying New York smells like piss and start saying that your piss smells like the best city in the world. I think that's what we should say. Reframe.
Yes. It's a long bumper sticker if we had those anymore.
Yeah.
Olivia, we have so much to talk about. Let's. Okay, we talked about New York. We're talking about summer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the song that comes out at midnight tonight.
Yes.
There's a timer counting down somewhere, is there not?
Somewhere in the world.
The Cure is out tonight.
Yes.
And you actually said this is probably to date your favorite song of yours.
Yeah, I think at least one of. I'm really, really proud of this song. I absolutely love it, and I'm really excited for people to hear it. I think it's like a new perspective that I haven't really, had the like maturity maybe to express before in earlier albums, and I'm really obsessed with it. I'm really excited to put it out.
Write it as long as you can, because one day you'll come out with another song.
Yeah, hopefully.
And we'll be talking to you, and you'll go, remember that song, The Cure? It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. I did so much better. I mean, a girl can dream. I hope that's the case.
All right, now I've got to talk about what it's like closing down Versailles. And running. Can you imagine actually having that as your home, as someone did?
Honestly, yeah. I was thinking about it. I was trying to like picture myself as Marie Antoinette, like living in that place. It's insane. I think there's like 3,000 rooms, which is kind of an inconceivable amount of rooms in one place. You know what? I was sitting there and I'm like, no wonder the French like had this revolution. Like if I saw this, I would be mad as hell too. For sure. This is crazy. It's like so opulent and beautiful and gauche and like, yeah. But filming there was an incredible experience. We got to have the whole place all to ourselves, which was insane. And we just got to run around at like 2 a.m. and shoot at this like gorgeous location with these gorgeous fountains and gardens. And it was definitely an experience I'll remember forever.
Well, of course, Drop Dead, the song, in the video in Versailles, the enormity. Okay, I'm going to get a little heady with it. The reason why you have the enormity of Versailles as a part of this video is the connection of.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the song is about like falling for someone. It's about a first date that goes really well, and it's just that feeling when you meet someone that you're really excited about, where there's the possibilities are endless. You know what I mean? And everything's so grand and dreamlike, and that just sort of reminds me of Versailles. It's just so beautiful and,
maybe
endless.
A song that would make sense to shoot a video in one of those little tiny houses. Tiny houses are like a big thing right now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I used to be really into that. I used to like do the deep dive of the tiny house living on YouTube. Have you guys ever done that?
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah. Or like the when they convert the vans. Yeah. That was a big thing like 5 years ago.
I'm a hoarder.
This is such a tangent.
If you're a hoarder like me, you can't move into it. I need a Versailles for all my crap.
For sure.
Oh wow. Okay, let's get into it.
Yes.
Olivia Rodrigo is here. It's your chance to ask anything, talk about anything. Go.
So your songs are incredible. We love to sing along. And there's some female rage involved, which I feel like is very important at the moment.
For sure.
Do you ever get into an argument with someone and you're like, ooh, I'm going to write a hit about you? Here it comes.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. I love channeling the more like ugly feelings into songs, like, rage and jealousy and insecurity, because it's like definitely not something that's super fun to like talk about in everyday life. But I think writing a song is a perfect medium to be able to do that. So yeah, I try to as much as I can. Yeah.
Well,
imagine arguing with her. She pulls out her phone.
I know.
As nice as possible to Ms. Rodrigo.
I know you were saying in an interview that you edited the hell out of this album, right? So does that mean like there were songs on there and at the last minute you were like, no, I'm not going to put this on, but I'm going to put that on? Like, how do you edit the hell out of an album?
That's a great question. I mean, I think it's just like more as I get older. I think editing is a really important part of the creative process that I didn't really realize when I was younger. When I was younger, like making sound was kind of just like vomiting an idea and being like, let's put it out. And I think it's really fun for me to like go in and refine things and like tweak things. I think there's something kind of beautiful and artistic about that. So that was definitely something that I did a lot over the process of this album. And also just like tweaking like production and like little things that maybe nobody else would notice, but like something that me and my producer like just like spend hours kind of tweaking. So yeah, it's really fun to do that.
Wait a minute. Okay. back to this editing thing. Let's say you were listening to this interview we're doing now 2 weeks from now on demand.
Yeah.
And we edited out the part where we talked about editing.
Sure. Really meta. Really,
I guess if it's your song, it's your art, you can do as you please.
Yeah.
But in this world where like someone could get their hands on your song, maybe not yours in your production way of doing things, and you listen to your song after it's done and someone else messed with it, you're like, hold on a second. As an artist, that would kind of piss you off a little bit.
It is kind of fun though to see people do like remixes and like stuff like that, or do their own interpretation. Like I love watching people do covers of my songs. That's the coolest thing. But yeah, I mean, it's really fun. Something that I love about my job that's really stressful is that you have like kind of complete creative control over every part of the process, which is like my friends who are like actors don't have that, you know, like I can sit in the studio and tweak every like little syllable of the word that I'm saying until I like it and it's just perfect. But I also drive myself a little crazy with it sometimes too.
Can we talk about The Cure?
Yeah.
The band.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I've been in radio for a long time, as you can imagine. Friday I'm in Love by The Cure is one of my most favorite songs of all time.
Ever. Yeah.
It's a happy song.
I know.
And so do you have a lot of music in your list of favorite music in your life that is just, they came out just decades before you were even born and it still just lights you up today?
Oh my God, for sure. Yeah. I think like lots of my favorite music is from long ago. I also love current music as well. But yeah, I mean, a band like The Cure, it's just like those songs are so evergreen and never get old. And yeah, I'm very inspired by all of that.
Well, you had a connection with Robert Smith, did you know it?
Yeah, we sang at Glastonbury together. We sang Just Like Heaven, which is so incredible. And he's like a friend. I love him. We talk like every week. He's amazing.
Now, do you find you have as many older friends as you do friends your age?
You know, I grew up in this industry. I was a child actor, so I kind of had to like hang out with a lot of older people when I was like 12 or 13. So I do feel comfortable talking to people a little bit older than me, but I also have friends my age, you know, run the whole gamut.
So growing up in California, did you grow up in a house filled with music?
Yeah, my parents love music.
So you grew up listening, what do you remember as a kid?
Oh my God, I mean, my dad loves The Cure. That's his favorite band.
Right.
He loves like The Cure and Depeche Mode and New Order. We saw Depeche Mode the other day at the Forum in LA, and it was like one of my favorite concerts ever. But yeah, and my mom loves like 90s bands. Like she introduced me to the White Stripes, which is my favorite band, and she loves like Riot Girl bands like Babes in Toyland, and that sort of really influenced me. I love Riot Girl music. So yeah, they're huge influences on me and just wonderful people. So I'm very, very grateful that they exist and they're in my life.
Music can change your mood. Like you can be in the worst mood ever and you hear a song that you love and it just makes you so happy, you know?
It's therapy. It really is. It's the best thing.
Big dropping news right now. Tonight, midnight, when your song comes out, it's actually into World Goth Day.
World Goth Day or Golf Day?
No, golf.
Golf Day.
No, not golfing. No, we're not going to.
I was like, okay,
we're
cool.
not going to go.
What kind of tie is that?
I mean, it's World Goth Day. Why was this important to give me this news?
I don't know. Apparently, people thought maybe there was a reason you put it out on that day. The Cure,
right.
Goth.
Honestly, this song, The Cure, has nothing to do with the band The Cure, although I love it so much. But it just is a happy coincidence, I suppose.
But also in the media, we've got to make connections that aren't there.
yes, that's your job, of course.
You mentioned loving watching people do covers of your songs, which I imagine you see on social media. And you grew up and came to fame during this era of social media where people don't just appreciate your music, they start to investigate you as a person. Yeah. Does that change the way you live your everyday life?
I mean, I really, really, hand to my heart, try not to look at that stuff. I think...
Smart.
Yeah, it's just none of my business at the end of the day. Like, I just try to write the song that I love that is meaningful to me. And I don't know, I think people can speculate, and I love speculating about my favorite artist's songs. And it's like all just a beautiful exchange. And so, yeah. Bottom line is I just try not to stress about it. It would kind of drive me crazy, I think, if I did.
Every time we have an artist in, we usually ask, what is your writing process? Everyone has it. It's been so amazing interviewing all the artists that have come in.
Has there ever been a weird one?
Not weird, but interesting. For instance, Sia.
Great writer.
She's written a few songs. She actually whipped out her voice notes on her phone and played us a moment from it was a private moment where she was just singing into her phone a melody and the words didn't make any sense. So whatever. But that was her process to create a song.
Yeah.
Right? And another great Sia story was she turned in titanium to someone else. She wanted to sell the song.
Right.
And they used her demo as the hit.
Right.
And we're like, did that make you upset that they took your demo and made a hit? She said, "Oh, I bought a house from it. No big deal."
Glass
But I
half
mean,
full.
what is your writing process? And do you ever write for anyone else, or is it always for you?
It's mostly for me. I would love to write for other people in the future. I think that'd be a fun creative challenge. But yeah, I'm usually a very lyric oriented songwriter. So songs usually stem from like a sentiment or something that I'm trying to get off of my chest. So usually like I'll just be going about my daily life and I'll be like, oh, well, that's interesting. And I'll kind of write it down and then sit down at the piano later and sort of hash it out. But every song is different. I get ideas in the most random places. Sometimes I'll just be sitting there and I'll be like, wow, that chord's cool. And it'll stem from there. So it's just hard. It's not a science. It's just different every time.
But you always write it down or record it somewhere.
Yeah.
Important because, look, I'm an older guy.
Yeah.
I'll go, God, this is a great idea for the show tomorrow. And
always
I'll go,
forget.
what the hell was I thinking? And
Yeah,
it's
I
gone.
know.
It's gone.
I know. I can't tell you how many times also I've had like dreams where I'm in the dream and I'm like, this is the best song ever. Oh my God. This is going to be a hit. And I wake up and I'm like, no idea.
See, we've had people sit here and say that when that happens, they jump up out of bed and they write it down in a book so that they don't forget.
I wasn't quick enough. I don't know. We'll never know.
Okay, so here's the question that cannot be answered, but let's see if you can. Where is this all going? I mean, is it a day? Okay, well, is it a day-to-day thing where I'm living for today? Today is friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
I don't care about tomorrow. We're on our way there. Or you're like, okay, not end game stuff, but like, God, in a year from now or maybe 2 years from now, I'm wondering, like, what could be the possibility for me?
You know, I am really grateful. I have a pretty cool life, and I'm very, very aware of that, and I feel very lucky. I think if I can just keep making stuff that is cool and inspiring to me, and I have wonderful people around me, and I just get to travel and do awesome stuff. If I can keep that going for as long as possible, I'd be really happy. Yeah.
You know, it's another thing about the business we're all in, and different than yours, radio, but the collaboration. And, you know, you can collab with someone in a song, producing or writing, whatever, but collaboration with management team, with people that inspire you. I mean, you have a great, look, everyone that's with you today is all smiling and happy.
I know.
They all seem cool. Not all teams that come through those doors are in a good mood.
That's true.
But it looks like you have surrounded yourself, and they have chosen to be with you as well.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a good energy going on
It's
here.
true. I mean, the people that you surround yourself with is literally 75% of it, I think. I mean, you guys seem like you have such a happy, wonderful time working here. I think it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Working with someone that you like kind of like butt heads with, it just takes up a lot of energy. And
Some of us have worked together 30 years.
Yeah.
30 years.
Seriously.
And I got to be honest, I just don't care for them, don't trust them.
I know.
They're
You're
not
going
my
to stab
cup
them
of
in the
tea.
back. That's hilarious.
So a few years ago, you played our Jingle Ball, and I had a weird geek moment for you, like on behalf of you, because I saw Robert De Niro standing in the corner, and I thought, what is he here doing? And he said he was there because his granddaughter loves you, so he brought her to see you.
Isn't
and I
that
was
crazy?
It's crazy. But then for you, do you ever look out in the audience and see someone think, oh, I cannot believe this person is here right now?
Yeah. I remember meeting Robert De Niro at that event and being like, that's crazy.
It was crazy for all of us, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, talk about
You brought him
starstruck.
out. Thank you.
Yeah,
But
thanks.
go ahead.
That was nice.
Anytime. No. I think people like that I always get a little starstruck over. Yeah. It's just he's such an icon and like someone who is just so out of my like sphere of like music. So that was pretty cool.
When you're on the stage, you have said that, you get nervous sometimes, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm sure. And you'll focus on one person and then everybody else is kind of on the side. So how do you pick that one person that you're going to focus
Yeah,
on?
I always actually picked one person that I know, and then I feel like that makes the concert way more intimate. I usually pick like my mom or like my best friend who's in the audience. Sometimes I will pick like one girl in the crowd who's like particularly affected by the songs. I think that's really, really sweet to like kind of have that one-on-one connection, which is it's the whole point of live music. So yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo is here, and I'm going to talk about business for a second.
Ooh.
Okay, so you
Serious.
you seem pretty sad for a girl so in love. June 12th.
Yes.
Okay. Plus, you have the single out tonight, The Cure. So how does your day-to-day business change? I mean, are we revving up for selling out arenas around the world? I mean, what comes along with this album that comes out in the middle of summer?
Yeah, I'm going on a tour, which is really exciting, and I can't wait to see everyone's beautiful faces and sing these songs. But yeah, I'm just doing promotion, getting really excited for The Cure to come out. It's like my favorite song off the record, like we were talking about. So I'm feeling very excited, feeling like butterflies in my stomach about that. And yeah, just living life.
You get
excited though. Excited. Butterflies. Yeah.
Is there ever a time you're about to get out on stage and you're like, oh, I gotta throw up? No.
Heck yeah, no, all the time. Maybe not so much anymore, but especially when I was younger, it was really bad. Doing Glastonbury, I remember being like, I'm going to throw up on the stage right now. Thankfully, I didn't, but
we walk on the stage at Madison Square Garden just to introduce an artist, and we look out there and we're just like, oh my gosh.
I know.
Still to this day, after 30 years of doing it, it's like crazy.
It's scary. Your knees are knocking, your palms are sweating.
But you know what? That excitement. You know, there's been so many people we've talked to, and you included, I bet, Olivia, where you think about, if you can go to that moment where you're about to come out for the first moment of that show. There's that feeling that hits you. There's really no way to describe it, I'm assuming.
Yeah. That's the hardest part of every show, I think, is just literally stepping out. Kind of once you're out there, you like see the fans and you're singing these songs and you're like, I know how to do this. But like that first just like step onto it is very, very nerve-wracking.
Like cliff diving. Let's say, you know, you have these people that are on a cliff a mile up and there's water down below. You look down below. The water looks comfortable and warm. I'll swim in that, but you got to get there. So walking.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever?
I did a cliff jump, but it was only like 10 feet. So, but it was a cliff. So don't start with me.
Yeah. No, 10 feet's a cliff.
That sounds like a rock.
But the thing is, a lot of people don't understand is there's two things going on stage. You have ears in your ears. You have the sound stuff in your ears. So you don't hear if someone walks by and says hello, you don't hear them.
Yeah.
Right. And then when you go on stage, there's a lot of light, and you may see a head here or a head there. You don't really see a lot of people, right?
Yeah. The more people there are, the less faces you see. You know what I mean? Like at a festival crowd, people are like, are you so nervous? There's like 100,000 people. But the truth is you kind of like see like 10,000 people like right in front, which is still a crazy amount of people. But like you kind of just like block it out at a certain point.
Would you be more nervous with a crowd of 10 versus 10 million?
100%.
I guess that's what you're saying. All right.
10 of my closest friends, I would be dying to like play them a song. I'd be like so nervous, like palm sweating, but I don't know. Something about like the big crowd. You get used to it after a while.
Before we cut loose, I can't play your new song because it's not out till midnight, which I feel like you're cheating us a little bit.
I'm sorry.
A little bit. It's okay. It's okay. We'll hear it. I'll be up at midnight. We'll hear it then.
We were talking about your inspiration for the album, and I read that you sort of used Miranda and Steve from Sex and the City as the couple to bring this sort of like feeling toward you. Of all the couples on all the shows, why was it Miranda and Steve?
You know, Miranda just had some like real zingers. Like she just has some great lines that I drew inspiration from. And I really love Miranda and Steve. They're my favorite couple on the show, and that's a pretty, controversial opinion, but I really love them together.
Were you happy with how it ended up with them?
I didn't watch In Just Like That. I watched a few episodes. I haven't finished it. I need to get on. So I don't actually know the status of their relationship right now. Do you? Does anyone?
Well, yeah. You want to know?
Okay, no spoilers.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now.
All right. There was an unfortunate accident.
I heard as much.
All right. Well, look, Olivia Rodrigo tonight at midnight tonight. God, I'm so excited for you. The Cure is out, and of course, the album seemed pretty sad for a girl so in love. Out June 12th. Olivia Rodrigo, we want nothing but great things to continue for you. Thank you, and thank you to your incredible team for coming in.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
I guess I'll play Drop Dead then.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
We got that. Olivia Rodrigo! Yay!